Bread and boiled lentils are all these families have to eat. They've been hungry for days, traveling long distances after fleeing violence in South Kordofan. Some say they feel safe here in Kosti, but their stomachs are empty and they're sleeping rough. Local authorities say White Nile State already hosts more than 2 million Sudanese displaced from their homes, as well as refugees from South Sudan. And because of its proximity to the front line, more and more people are arriving every day. Nearly 12 million people in Sudan are living in limbo, in temporary displacement camps like this one, or staying with friends and relatives. Authorities say they don't have the capacity to feed and shelter the ever-growing number of displaced families.
We have a real shortage of food items, medicine, especially medication for children. We need help from charity organizations.
International aid groups are facing similar challenges because donors have cut funding. The United Nations says it's more than halving its appeal for 2026 to $23 billion after major reductions in support this year. Donors like the US, UK and Germany contributed less in 2025, leaving the organization's $47 billion budget underfunded. The World Food Programme is having to make difficult choices. It says rations will be cut by 50 to 70% in Sudan, a country where more than 21 million people are facing high levels of acute food insecurity. Authorities in White Nile State are worried. They say the impact of these measures can already be felt.
The WFP gives food for the displaced, but the biggest part of their assistance goes to refugees, so the aid cuts will pose a real challenge for us.
Outside Kosti, the camps are overflowing, and without humanitarian assistance, thousands are deciding to leave. A so-called voluntary return program is underway. Families are bused anywhere they choose within the country, not necessarily to better conditions, but just away from the indignity and misery of life in places like these. Mohamed Vall, Al Jazeera, Kosti, Sudan.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.